The Cordilleras, a name that brings to mind a land that is mystical, mysterious, and often misunderstood. Tucked away in the mountains, their culture remained intact and continues to be practiced, passing down a cuisine that is deeply rooted in their ways and their land. Always curious about Filipino food, my team and I traveled to learn what we could from the Cordilleras. As always, cooking outdoors with local cooks and with an open mind and palate in my favorite kitchens. After cooking in Bauko, we head for our next destination, Lubuagan, Kalinga. When I hear of Kalinga, it brings to my mind visions of remote mountain villages, 100-year-old tattoo artists, and headhunting warriors. And here we are driving there. The drive is long, but the views were amazing. The roads are well paved and winding, framed by mountain slopes and rivers on the side. Despite being only 100 kilometers away, it took 5 hours from Bauko to Lubuagan, and it seemed much longer as there were a few towns to break up the landscape. It felt like a forbidden place. It is no wonder that in 1900, President Emilio Aguinaldo fled here from the lowlands from the pursuing Americans. For 73 days, Lubuagan was the seat of government of the Philippines.
We made it. What a drive.
What a drive. At the municipal hall, we met Lloyd, a local chef who specialized in traditional dishes. He agreed to show us the next day some recipes usually reserved for special occasions. Waking up to this the next day was a special occasion in itself. Lubuagan sure knew how to welcome guests. We arrived at night, and today we get one of the most amazing sunrises I've ever seen. This is the home of our hosts. Irene is Kalinga and an artist in the form of textile and dance, while Ruel from Ifugao is a photographer, guide, and chronicler of Cordillera culture. It was only fitting that we learn of Kalinga food from a family so deeply involved in the conservation of their culture. The prep started early as we found Lloyd already at work to prepare gilabos.
Ito yung ng tiger grass. Isang klase ng tiger grass.
Rice was the star of the show today, as is fitting for a region that so loved their rice they carved mountains to grow it. Ano yung hinalo ni Lloyd?
Kamote, no?
Banana.
Banana.
Ube?
Kamuting kahoy.
Hindi, kamuteng kahoy.
Kamuting kahoy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
lulutuin niyang lahat yan.
Tapos
in
ito?
This is lachok, we call
lachok.
that, yeah.
Lachok?
From,
That is a coconut.
Parang latik.
oo.
Latik.
Latik.
Yun yung tawag nyo.
Oo, lachok.
Which is reduced coconut. And then after, what do you put next?
We just
Pukpuk.
pound
Yeah,
it.
Pound it. Is this a dessert or a...
Merienda, no? Yes,
Merienda.
it's merienda.
Merienda.
This is a Kalinga local delicacy?
Yes. Yeah, we usually cook this during house blessing.
And then I noticed there's another batch beside you.
That's liver and that's intestine.
Pork intestine.
So,
We will
dito.
mix it with this maragkit
Uh-huh.
to
together.
cook another recipe. Kalampaya.
Kalampayay. We call it kalampayay.
There's really more to Cordilleran cuisine
Yeah.
than... Kala mo kasi when you say Cordilleran cuisine, we just say etag, pinikpikan,
Oo,
pero then you
yeah.
have this.
In Kalinga alone, we have a variety of how we cook
Malakit.
this malakit and sticky rice. Then we put the blood or
That's
yeah. We will mix it.
So this is your version of a fried rice?
Yeah, parang
Garlic yan yung...
yes.
Mmm,
And the blood.
the blood. Wow, that looks Amazing.
It's yummy.
So what do you normally eat this with?
During the occasion of house blessing, yeah, after lunch, mga 3 o'clock we usually serve this.
And then do you eat this with like a pork dish or anything, or you eat it as is?
As is, yeah. So this is another recipe, pilalit. We're cooking pilalit, which the one we found, the white beans, with the chicken, native chicken.
We slowly adapted to the unhurried pace here. Here, time is the extra ingredient that makes the food so much better. While the food cooked and the conversation deepened, I learned how closely the land here defined not only its food and people, but also its values. Here, tradition and family came first.
So in Kalinga, they usually eat sometimes rice only with salt.
If your rice is that tasty and aromatic, I would eat rice and salt also.
During the past times, live longer because of the food that they are eating.
When you said that, natamaan talaga ako. Especially now, health is wealth.
Well,
Tama ka. Not just flavor, texture, appearance. Kailangan nandyan na yung nutrients. Ano yan?
so we will go with the silokchok.
Silokchok. Chilies.
Chili,
What else did you put there?
ginger,
I can
this one,
smell it.
and salt. This is the appetizer of Kalinga people.
Wow. So just that and some rice?
Yeah, some rice.
Grabe kayo. Mahilig pala kayo sa manghang dito.
Maanghang talaga.
Talaga? Grabe nga naaliw ako kasi, di ba, Pilipino. Ay, manghang, ayaw ko. And do you eat chili with everything?
Yeah.
Everyone pitched in, leaving me in an unusual situation with little to do. Do you want to help me? And while the older boys were a bit camera shy, the little one Ugo was the opposite. I decided to make a salad dressing with my little helper. Put it, all the meat, put it back here. Okay? I'm gonna put it in the dressing. Okay, vinegar. And then patis. I will just put some garlic. Yes, salt. Add a little bit of latik. Okay, now let's try it. Now it's nice. Balance na. Let's add a little bit of Lloyd's special chili. I'll put tomatoes. Nice.
Wow.
Nutritious daw eh. Dapat eh. Toss ko lang siya. Just crab. Because crab and orange always goes well. And it's very refreshing, especially with a heavy meal. Just to open the palate, you wake it up with a nice citrusy dressing. First of all, we were welcomed with open arms from Roel and Irene. The universe works in mysterious ways. Last night when we arrived, literally we felt the warmth of your town. When we were discussing last night what to cook with Lloyd, we said na let's just make it feel like home. Even though we're not from here, we feel at home. Thank you so much for having us in your town, and we learned so many new things from Lloyd, Roel, and Irene. So Lloyd, please explain anong kakainin natin.
So this is what we call the red rice of Lubuagan, and this is what we call the pilalit mixed with the native chicken, papait with calamansi and bagoong. Kilabus. Kilabus is served in the morning.
Yep.
10 o'clock together with the native coffee or early in the morning. Pelampayay mixed with the pig intestines and liver together with the blood of the pig. So here in Kalinga, we usually cook from garden to table. That's why Kalingas live long life.
The salad is really actually the inspiration there is from Lloyd, because he said that Kalinga cooking should be nutritious and at the same time delicious. It's a crab native pechay salad with an orange vinaigrette, and then if you want you can add some of the chilokchok to the dressing. Oxtail peanuts too, just to bring something from our home to your home. I sweetened it with your latik. Let us eat.
Mangan tako!
Mangan taku. You go first and then...
As we started serving the food, I realized how important traditional recipes can be. They come from the land as it was, then it is passed down to the next generation, who may add a thing or two to make it better. And this goes on, linking the old to the new, elders to the youth, and in so doing, preserving and nourishing a proud, independent people. The rest of the country can learn from Kalinga.